Hello, it's Bob Baker here, author of the Guerrilla Music Marketing series of books and founder of thebuzzfactor.com website. And I want to help you get music publicity. In fact, I've developed an entire course on it based on the 10 years that I spent at the helm of a music magazine in the Midwest. And during that decade of my life, I was on the receiving end of countless pitches. Thousands of them from self-promoting musicians, from publicists, even from major record label PR departments. And I learned a lot about what works and what doesn't. In fact, I took what I learned from that experience and applied it to my own PR-seeking endeavors, and as a result, I've received quite a bit of media exposure of my own over the years. I've been on NPR twice, once on Morning Edition, another time on Marketplace. I've appeared in such publications as Music Connection Magazine, Electronic Musician, The Guardian in the UK, Publishers Weekly, Vibe Magazine, even The Onion. So I've taken all these experiences and I've poured it into one of the most comprehensive resources I've ever created called the Music Publicity Insider's Guide. So let's take a look at what you'll find inside the course. So in Lesson 1, I cover your expanded definition of journalism and the media. We sort of have to lay a foundation here before we add all the bells and whistles, and so I basically just sort of define publicity. I define the media and how it is greatly changed over the years. So depending on sort of what era you're coming from, I think you'll find this to be really helpful to just define what the media is, what the current landscape is, and what we're going to be building upon in the subsequent lessons. So in Lesson 2, it's the insider's view of the music media. And here's where I sort of take you behind the veil, if you will, based on my 10 years, a full decade of my life as a journalist on the receiving end of just, thousands of pitches over that decade. And so my goal here is to really let you know what it's like to be in the shoes of a journalist. And so this is so helpful to when you go to pitch them, you're going to have a completely different perspective on how to approach it than maybe you've been doing in the past. So if you've been having some struggles about nobody's responding, I can't get any press, well, I think this is going to change that tune for you real quick. Lesson 3 is all about the power of PR headlines and subheads. Now, I do go into press releases, but in a slightly different way. I'm not going to talk about how to write a press release and how to format it properly, but we are going to use some aspect of press releases, particularly the headlines and the subheads, because it's so important to be able to craft these. You can also use them as the subject line of your emails and so on. But when you focus on headlines and subheads, and writing them, it forces you to take your idea, take your newsworthy hook that you have, and being able to communicate it in the length of a tweet. And this is so crucial. You got to get your idea over to the journalist clearly and quickly and in a way that's newsworthy and of interest to them. So in this particular lesson, which is the longest one of all 5 or 6 of them, I critique existing headlines and subheads, tell you what's right, what's wrong, how I would fix them, and then there's a worksheet there for you to create your own headlines and subheads based on your own particular musical situation. In Lesson 4, I cover the indirect method of media exposure, where instead of going directly for the thing you think you should be promoting, you actually do a end around, I think they call that maybe in football, where you actually sort of take a side door, or a backdoor entrance, if you will, with the journalist, and you promote some angle of what you're doing that's related to it, but indirectly, so that you're pushing the news hook and the newsworthy angle, but you get the exposure that you want as a result. It's like you have to lead with one thing to get the thing that you really want, and in here I show you how to do that. Lesson 5 is the 12 questions that help you uncover stellar news hooks. You're so close to yourself as an artist and as a human being, so you're probably saying what tons of people have told me over the years, and that's, I have nothing that's interesting. I can't think of a newsworthy hook or what makes me stand out. Well, I'm here to tell you you're wrong. There is something newsworthy. There's probably a dozen different possible angles you could use with different media sources. And so with these 12 questions, it's going to help you uncover those aspects of not only who you are, but what your musical project is, where you can make it a lot easier to find the news hooks buried within your story. And then there's a bonus Lesson 6 that I will deliver, an extra little training that's going to help you pull all of it together and get more media exposure. So there you have it. That's what you'll find in the Music Publicity Insider's Guide. The meat of these lessons come in an audio format that you can either listen to on the Udemy site or through an app on your phone or tablet. But just as important are the fill-in-the-blank worksheets that come with it that you really need to fill out as you listen to it. So even though you can download these files and take them with you and listen while you're doing other things, you'll get a lot more out of it when you fill out the worksheets and take these principles and make them your own and come up with strategies that you can apply to your own music and your own career. So whether you're a self-promoting musician, an aspiring publicist, or maybe already a PR pro, I know you'll get a lot of new, fresh ideas by taking this course. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you inside. So long for now.